Hey there, everyone. Thanks for tuning in again, and Happy New Year. Woody Bendle here from Next Level Growth Strategies. This week's business tip is going to be really straightforward. It's something that you would think is pretty obvious in today's world, but surprisingly, I continue to be amazed by how often I don't see this, which you'll find to be an interesting statement when I share this week's business tip. Curious? Okay, then stick around because I know you are not going to want to miss out on this week's revealing business tip. Okay, welcome back everyone. Let's jump right on in. I've recently been working on a project that's felt a bit like a combination of Where's Waldo, Whack-A-Mole, and a giant hairball that Bill the Cat might hack up. That's an interesting visual, right? We've all dealt with things like this, and in this situation, this is why we were brought to the table. They knew they were lacking alignment as a result of not having clarity, and this was creating a lot of inconsistency both internally and externally, which meant they had some real opportunities with respect to their brand's delivery and the experience their customers were, well, experiencing. Now, from a consumer perspective, look, we're all consumers, right? So when you experience a lot of inconsistency, or even worse, when you feel there's more to the deal than you're aware of, or you're just not getting the full story, and all of a sudden you find out you're on the hook for a lot more than you bargained for, well, that's a bad deal overall, and your opinion of that organization or brand just went down a lot. Look, I have a background in economics, and if you've taken an economics class, you've 100% heard the expression caveat emptor, which means let the buyer beware. And here's my point of view on that expression. If, and this is a big if the seller has been 100% on the up and up, and if they've made all of the information available that you need to be aware of, and if they've laid out all of that information in a clear and easy to understand manner, then as a consumer, you should be able to make an informed purchase decision and hopefully feel good about it. But unfortunately, too many people and businesses out there still to this day don't believe in being 100% transparent. And I just don't understand that. And I definitely don't agree with this approach to business. And if you're wanting to build a great brand with a great reputation, you shouldn't either. The last thing you should want for your customers to say is, well, shit, I wish I'd known that ahead of time. This really sucks. And I'm certain every single one of you as a customer have been there and said that at least once in your life. And yes, it does suck. Okay, so here's this week's business tip. Great businesses and brands, the ones that continue to grow, the ones that grow through referrals, the ones that are the most resilient during challenging times, have a few things related to this topic in common. First, they genuinely care about building consumer and customer trust. They care about their reputation and how they're perceived by their customers. Second, they have strong core values and very often very customer-centric. And commonly, doing the right thing or something very similar to that happens to be one of them. This isn't just a bumper sticker. They believe it and they live it. And finally, third, these organizations are empathetic. And they do put their customers, and in particular their customers' experiences with their brand, at the very center of their decisions. So what this all boils down to is being committed to being a helpful brand, and doing this by being fully transparent. If you take a moment to think about the great experiences you've had as a customer, you'll undoubtedly find a few common threads. I'm talking about experiences here that you couldn't wait to tell others about because they were that good. I'm betting you'll find that not only did you get exactly what you expected, but they did something extra that was a pleasant surprise and made you feel special, respected, and appreciated. And experiences like this can only happen if you are 100% transparent as a business and as a brand. When it comes to building a great brand through great customer experiences and relationships, there is no advantage to holding your cards too close to your vest, or even worse, hiding some of them. If you are wanting your organization and brand to be one of the truly great ones, commit to being more transparent and helpful for your customers, and your employees as well for that matter. So there you have it. That's this week's tip for getting your organization to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. Thank you again for watching. And if you suspect that any of your customers feel like they're playing Where's Waldo or Whack-A-Mole when they're dealing with your organization, be sure to give us a call. All right then, we'll see you next time. Unless, of course, I become too transparent, then you won't be able to see me.